Hi, this is Health Powered Productivity by RaderCo. We're revitalizing productivity and banishing burnout through practical, tailored tools, healthy, sustainable habits, and coaching accountability. Declutter your mind, body, and life, one habit at a time. I'm your productivity lead, Marcey Rader, with your next bite-sized nugget of knowledge. What happened when I switched to LinkedIn only? The original post for this had a few challenging questions, but most comments were on par with, "How did you do it?" or "I want to do that too." In January 2019, I stopped Facebook and Twitter. I never was on Instagram. I became LinkedIn only, and it has been one of the best business and mental health moves I've made. When I started my business in 2013, marketers told me I had to be on every channel. It never felt right to push out content every day while working with people to decrease their addiction or time wasting of social media and shrink their inboxes. I'm not anti-social media. Okay, maybe a little bit. But I am against using it as a way to curtail boredom. You cannot fight the social media system. Social media is set up like a casino with no endpoints. A casino has no natural light. The meals are 24/7, and nothing signifies time, like clocks. I spent 7 minutes, seriously, I had looked at my watch, trying to get out of the Wynn casino, and finally asked an employee, "How do I get to sunlight?" Social media is built the same way. There are no endpoints or anything to tell you that you are finished. Endless feeds that result in multiple tabs open. It sucked the joy from my life and was my most dreaded task of the day. I had business masterminds, clubs, and coaches who used private Facebook groups. It drove me crazy and made it hard for me to see it as serious. If a Facebook group is a big part of their program, I opt out of joining any group that I pay for. If I'm making an investment, I don't want to be inundated with ads and distracted by videos and messages. I had chosen to use Facebook only for business, having just 13 friends in my personal feed, which I rarely went to. Still, after the elections in 2016, I became more disgusted and also concerned. The news that continues to come out about how our media is manipulated by algorithms and isn't curated to have an informed opinion worries me. In the May 2019 issue of Inc. magazine, there is an article that I read twice and then made my husband read because it was even worse than I imagined. Did you know that Twitter removed 70 million fraudulent accounts in just 2 months? Facebook removed 583 million fake accounts in the first 3 months of 2018. Do you know who you're following? MIT reported that lies are 70% more likely than facts to be retweeted. The Internet Research Agency, which is the troll farm in Russia that was indicted for interfering in our elections, has spread lies that hurt completely innocent companies like Cook's Turkey, toxic explosions at chemical plants that didn't happen, and even a Texas t-shirt company. Intent? Get us to become even more polarized and spread that curated hate and misinformation. Please read the article. It's fascinating in a maybe I should stock up my compound sort of way. In the same issue, they interview 2 CEOs who are pro and con social media. Beatrice Ramos of Data New York City is LinkedIn only. In 1 week in January, I heard 3 different CEOs and companies proudly say they were LinkedIn only, which was the direction I wanted to go in. I did a 1-day intensive with my business coach in Charleston, and she agreed with my decision. And she's even on Facebook and Instagram. I happened to get severe food poisoning that night. I decided it was really me vomiting out Facebook, Twitter, and MailChimp because in the morning I felt terrific. I had felt dirty using Hootsuite to schedule my posts. I felt like having someone write posts for me was like telling my assistant to write my husband a love letter. I don't care if I have 10,000, 100,000, or 1 million followers if they aren't really following me or just hit like one time. I want people who genuinely care what I have to say or do and are interested in how health and productivity go together. That might be 50 or 500 people. I decided to focus on LinkedIn because it is a business platform, and that's what I use social media for. I prefer to engage with my community during my weekly Focus 90 session to find out what they're struggling with or working on in real time. How did this affect me and my business? I pinned a post and tweet to the top of Facebook and Twitter and said it was my last post and to join me at LinkedIn. The time savings of not going to those channels has been incredible in terms of decision fatigue and time spent checking and posting. My LinkedIn engagement has skyrocketed because I intend to go there, connect with people, and read what they have to offer rather than spraying and playing. I'm much more intentional about whom I connect with and don't blindly accept invites. I don't dread opening up the platform as a task. I enjoy it, although I still set a timer so I don't get sucked in. My website traffic stayed steady at one site and increased on another in the first 4 months. This experiment has proven successful to me in that it feels right. I can't count how many times I've had other business owners say they are only on social media because they have to be. Why do we do this to ourselves? Now, before anyone responds back with the wonders and joys of social media and how I'm wrong, I'm not saying that you're crazy for staying on it. I own a productivity speaking and coaching company. It doesn't make sense for me and I don't like it. I also don't like my coffee black, high-waisted pants, Hall's cough drops, or companies that don't allow their employees to unplug. If you own a company that sells products and aren't on Instagram, that would be missing an opportunity. If you're a stylist or an event planner and want to show off your clients' photos, Facebook and Instagram are the right platforms. But for me, I choose LinkedIn only. I hope it stays safe-ish and doesn't disappoint me. But for now, I have a little more joy back in my life.